Wait, do I have that set? I'll take that. Yes, mute the other stream. I only have that so I can see my, haven't done this in a while. I'll just tweet real quick. I'm doing this. Copy paste, I guess that's how that works. I don't know how I can set this up ahead of time. Update video slash impromptu. Then over a year. Yeah, an impromptu one-player podcast. I just looked up the last one. It was like a slight one. Again, in February doing a... So, yeah, almost over a year. Because I was back in February. This is February. Or was that January I did that? Give or take. Rough estimate, 1 year. Anyway, I see a couple things here. Shout out to the people who subscribed. If you can't see them up top. Damien Swaznavar. Hope I'm saying that right. Stones Fan 21. Mega Mergen without the O's. That makes me think of Bravely Default. Merkerker. Lil J971 and Dirk Butler. I'll go to my XSplit thing so I can like click on the pictures here and see. Alright. Not quite Easter to this here. This Jelly Belly candy cones thing. It's candy corn, but it has like it's like different tops to them or whatever. So you can have them as well. You're just seeing what you're calling now, right? Yeah, that's what you're calling. Ooh, I'm always... Ooh. That's why more than one person does this. You can, like... So someone else can talk and I can move around and do, like, look things up. But yeah, they're candy corn shaped and they taste like ice cream flavors. The cone part itself has a taste kind of like a candy cone, so... you can eat the top part and the bottom part, get two different quick tastes of something different. I like the vanilla... If you had candy corn with the black edge before, you won't miss much with the chocolate. I see a strawberry, a mint, and something else. Strawberry, mint, and I think that's orange. I guess I never finished writing down that, but they're all good. I guess it is something different. Like if you had candy corn before, it's not that much special, but yeah. I dig that. You can see down here the Pop-Tarts pretzel. I kind of wish the whole thing was pretzel and not just like the top part is like different and it's just lightly salted or whatever, because otherwise there's not really that much difference. It's one of those good on paper kind of things, but it should have been executed way better, I thought. But yeah, I've had both. The Mountain Dew Sugar. Only good if you like a great lime aftertaste. About the only good thing I can say about it. So for those of you who don't care for strong lime, don't bother. Yeah, the new Zero Sugar. I just had that. Hang on. Sorry, I'm not used to having this XSplit window open. Which one of these do I want to turn on? Because they changed around things a little bit. So I could just like click on this eye icon down here and boop, that comes up. These Thomas's pick-me-ups here. There's a chocolate chip one, not soon here, but this is the trail mix that has chocolate chip and also the seeds and cranberries in it, as you can see here. Soft baked oatmeal squares, real good. Today I just got the croissants. They make like little mini croissants in like a bag. Also, they're okay. They're good, but yeah, this is the winner right here. All right, I can get rid of these real quick. Is that everything? Get rid of all of this. I'll bring that up later. I don't have pictures for those, but like I said last update video, I'm moving in May. It might take me a while to get reset up, so right now my thought process is like, do I continue to do big RPGs or do I wait on that? So my plan has kind of changed right now, remembering that like I still have some PlayStation 2 games I haven't finished yet. There are some games like on like your my Taito Legends, like 1 and 2, all those whatchamacallits. I'm like, okay, I can play through this and either like brute force it. There's some shmups, some other old school arcade ones I can do right quick. But starting tomorrow, I did promise I would do Musashi Samurai Legend. Is that what it's called? Or Samurai Legend Musashi, I think it's called. Yeah, they put Musashi last. Brave Fencer Musashi, Samurai Legend Musashi. That makes sense. I always thought it was the other way around. Yeah, for the PlayStation 2. So that starts Monday. Also, straight from the Foxbox. Wow, it actually has the Foxbox logo on it. The Ninja Turtles 2003 series of games on the PlayStation 2. They made 3 of those. I have all of them. And we'll play all of them. So enjoy that as well. And while in the meantime doing that and like just kind of going through all the PlayStation 2, because what my plan is to try and go through all of them and see what happens. Like, I'm very horrible at, like, I plan around rather than plan ahead, because ahead can kind of, like, okay, now this has happened. The whole moving thing I wasn't expecting. I'm like, okay, now I have to change my plans around a little bit. So it's like, okay, in case this comes, now I can, like, meticulous, like, okay, let's do this instead. So I'm going to get all that done. Maybe try my damnedest, and after all that's done, go to the PlayStation 4 and do Fairy Fencer F, Dark Advent. Because again, I don't know what the move... Because the way I have it now, with my job and everything, I do have time to do stuff like this. I don't know if that's going to be the case after I move. I have to get a new job. I don't know if it's going to warrant, like, or if I even can get a job in the meantime, and will it take a while for that? With moving and everything else. It was easy when I did it the first time. I was still in the state. All I did was, like, and that took, like, now I'm moving, like, it's going to be, like, a 2-hour trip. I might not even get back and sit time up. I don't want to, like, start something, stomp in the middle, and, like, do, like, a weird, like, if it comes to that, I'm hoping it doesn't do that. I don't know. I've never had to move and do, like, in the middle before, so I don't know what that'll bring. I'm trying to plan ahead and everything else like that. So yeah, that is now the current plan. Doing all of that, first of that PlayStation 2 stuff I mentioned, which is probably a lot of, like, really quick stuff, not big, huge, big RPGs. But if I can squeeze it in, I shall. Fairy Fencer F, and then when I come back, try and figure out at least a way whether I continue to LP or like try to start streaming again. Maybe I bring that back and figure out how to. Because there's like a setting. It's like YouTube will tell me like I forget what I keep getting, like error messages. Twitch did it too when I streamed on that, and I never like messed with it. It's like you're streaming, you're not encoding or whatever the process it is. I have to have a niece walk me through that too, I guess. If it comes to that, I do want to do my damnedest to continue this if I can, in some shape or form. Move-wise or not, that's what's that's contingent of the updates. This is kind of impromptu, so I don't really plan this. That's why I don't do this that often. Usually I write stuff down and have it ready. I'm going to be all over the place, but, so yeah, Ninja Turtles, Musashi Samurai Legend, that starts Monday, and we'll go through that. Over the weekend, I'll probably do some, like, PlayStation 2 stuff, like, off the compilation titles. Some, like, quick arcade games like I did, earlier today. If I bring this back, like, actually, like, bring back a podcasting or something like that, I gotta find other things to maybe, like, try and talk about and discuss, maybe? Because, to be honest, there's only so many times I can tweet, hey, AEW wins, NXT over here, Raw was good, in last place, SmackDown, which continues to have been the drizzling shits for the past 3 months? 2, maybe? There's only so many times you can be like, and then Roman and Corbin happened, and you're like, and Monday Night Raw. Like maybe I can talk about that and maybe like condense it to where I'm not like talking for like an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours or something like that. Because I did enjoy my time with the when me and Vex, Maryland, and oh my God, Maryland Wolves. I'm moving to Maryland. Can we call ourselves the Maryland Wolves now? Oh my God. And Dracus, we all got together. Had my little caveman moment. As you can see here, I'm swirling around all over the place. Didn't know there was a web version of Discord and a like downloadable like app version. And now that I close it, I won't be able to bring it back up because this computer's a little... It's weird like that. I would have streamed earlier, but my whatchamacallit froze, and I had to like start up and set it up all up again because I haven't done XSplit in a while, so... So yeah, if I'm talking about things, I might find some like topics to talk about and make it more like vloggy instead of just like an update video like here's what's going to happen, blah blah blah. Yeah, it's my chance of doing more. Especially now that I figured out how to make this room that I'm in not super hot and sweaty all the time. In another caveman moment of mine where I'm like, this room continues to be hot, like what's going on? I'm like, wait. What are these like grill thingies? Oh, they're vents. Ooh, what if I close vents? Will heat come up here? No. Like right now, I'm like just talking to you and being like, what? I'm like, how long have I not known of this? If it hurts you to hear me explain it, imagine how the fuck I feel. Alright, anyway, the main real thing I'm going to talk about, I just watched, like, before I left for work today, let me bring him up. I tried to find a good, like, fix for him. There are some reviews out there that have been out for, like, a month saying, like, Thundercats Roar, the new thing on Cartoon Network, is, like, oh, it's horrible, it's ruined childhood. I think the Lion-O on YouTube here, 3 times the amount of dislike to like ratio on that. I think at least like 3 times. Maybe I think it might be 4 or 5 times. I forget. It was like a pretty good margin, like you see like the bar of like and dislike. It was like this much black and the rest of it gray for the dislike. Just I'm like, ew. And then the other videos I would watch of like the trailers for the other characters, they'd start to peter off. They'd start to like more meet in the middle, where it's like now it's a little more even like and dislike, like the Panther one and stuff like that. So I'm like, all right, I'm looking at this like, maybe I'll give it a chance. So I watched the first episode, DVR'd it before I left for work today. Wait, I think I can. Is it still up? I can. Whoop, we're on one. Alrighty, thank you guys. Want to get that off? Want to get that shiny little Sword of Omens. Sword of Omens. Boo. All right, I'm gonna do some spoilers. By the way, if you haven't seen it, please go check it out. Give your before I spoil anything for you guys. I try not to spoil too much, but like Sword of Omens. Open this door for me. It's not a can opener, Lion-O. By the way, I thought he's trapped on the ship when they crash land on Third Earth. He sounded like Will Ferrell at first when he was like trapped in it. He's like, "Hello, I can't get out of here. I'm stuck." Sword of Omens, and you get the musical stings too. But yeah, Exodus. Take the actual like. I think the actual like 80 show, the first episode where it's called Exodus, like. Yeah, take that and then condense it into like maybe like a 20-minute kind of episode and have like in-humor and jokes with it to be more focused on humor than the action of an actual show? Where on the internet have I seen this kind of process done before? And as I'm watching it, I'm like, it finally hit me around the time where my favorite part that made me legitimately laugh out loud. Like, legitimately. He's fighting Mumra. He's about to do the thunder. And he's like, ooh, this sword gets longer every time I say thunder. Thunder. And I look at that, I'm like, that's brilliant. Why wouldn't you just do that all the time? How's that never come up before? I'm like, oh my god, this is great. So yeah, I love this show. Love it. Oh my god, it was great. It was just the pick-me-up I needed before I went to work. I was like, oh, I gotta go in today. And then I see the cartoon going on. I'm like, this is good. I like it. Usually, I think I've said it before where I said I do the Brian Danielson rule of new shows where you have till 5 episodes. Again, back to the whole thing of where have I seen them condense like a serious thing and turn it to like something about humor? It's like I'm looking at an abridged series of Thundercats. But they have like the new art style, so they can't call it that. And the art style looks not being for everybody, but look at this, like, it kind of fits with the humor of the show. I think what happened with a lot of people is Teen Titans Go, which is still around for some reason and lasted longer than most shows. Lasted longer, way longer than it should. Plus the fact it's been forced down our throats. Like, I was there with the... I'm sure I tweeted that at some point, retweeted somebody, like, here's Teen Titans Go for, like, the next 2 days in a row. I'm like, oh my god. It's Roman Reigns at the Royal Rumble number 30 that one year where I was just like, oh, fuck off, no. But that would have been true of any show if you just did it that way. But yeah, Teen Titans Go, and I'm looking at this like, if it's gonna be like that, this is gonna suck, and but I like Thundercats, I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. I like the 80s show, I like the reboot they did in 2013, I wish that kept going, maybe that's why people were... But... if the rest of the show is just Thundercats the abridged series, I'm down. As far as the first impressions go, bam, knocked it out of the park. Even if it's not, you still haven't made a very good impression. Like, if it's just the abridged series, but just with, like, the art style and, like, the familiar musical stings, like you get, like, from the 80s show, I'm like, hey, awesome. They kept all that, I guess. I'm like, okay. I can be down with that. So yeah, like I said, you have till 5 with the new show for this. You have till 4 to change my mind that this isn't like the best thing I've seen on Cartoon Network right now in 2020. So yeah, sorry, I just saw the episode and I'm like, I need to gush about this. I like this. I said to maybe give it a chance. I was like, all right, let's see if it even goes any good. Hey Sarah, welcome. Have you created a Discord server for your channel? I don't use Discord that much, to be honest. I thought about it, but I don't use it that much. Maybe a lot of people to talk about things. I could probably do one. Maybe after I move, I'll think about it or something like that. I don't know. Maybe I can get back into the Discord and stuff like that. I don't know. I've been like, maybe after I move or... I don't know. Because I'm trying to want to get into the habit of this where I just like say things again. Even though I haven't done it in quite a while. I've just been focused on just like gaming and stuff like that, but I'm like, I used to do stuff like this too. Maybe it doesn't have to be all like wrestling and I can just talk about whatever. I'm not that good at it, but I didn't set out to do it because I was good at it. I set out to do it because I enjoyed it. And that's... But yeah, I just wanted to be like, hey, a lot of people are hating on Thundercats. I'm like, okay, let me give it a chance. I'm like, they're hating on this? This is just golden. This is genius. Also, welcome, Sarah, if I hadn't said that already. You excited for a remake? Yes. I know I feel like Casey's going to do that. I'll be keeping an eye on that one. That's why I played Evan originally. And thank God someone tweeted that earlier about the thing with like the raised platforms and all stuff like that. I'm like, this place is hell. And I'm like, yeah, I said, I'm just thankful I had the PS4 version where I'm like, and kill the encounter rates, and I'll just go through this. That's how I was able to blitz to that game. Wish I had that option for 8, and I thought about it later on. I'm like, wait, 8 does that too? Shit. I know 9 does it too, I'm pretty sure. Because we're getting into that where we can, like, do, like save stating and muck with, like, things. That was true for, a game that came out recently, the, Double Dragon Kunio-kun Retro Brawler. Except that's not all brawlers. There's some, like, sports games in there, but I might muck with that for a while, because I'm like, River City Ransom. I'm like, ooh, that's a game I would legit like to play. I bought a couple of other ones for that big in Japan sale going on right now. I still got a week of that. I actually completed a set of games I could do in the future. I'm waiting on, just one I'm waiting on to go on sale so I can pick that up. But yeah, anyway, real quick back to the wrestling thing. There's only so many times, like, AEW, like, that cage match at the end? Oh, shit. Like, I'm starting to see, like, they're kind of neck and neck, but AEW would usually, like, win it out, and I'm like, oh, I'm starting to see why. Especially when you got, like, such a legit face like Cody Rhodes. Well, no, since I watched our cartoon, I feel people complained at the beginning, didn't even watch that new series. Probably, like you said, the Teen Titans Go stuff. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's when I saw it at first, too. I'm like, I looked at this, like, if I look past it, if it's not Teen Titans Go, and maybe it's, like, its own thing. Because Teen Titans Go, some of the earlier stuff was, like, poop jokes. I'm like, no, okay. That's not my brand of humor at all, especially after the Teen Titans thing, which kept going for a while, and then they brought that back for a while because they did the Teen Titans versus Teen Titans Go, and then like I said, it left a bad taste in everyone's mouth, especially when you force it down them over and over again with how long like I said, it was like a full day and a half of the Teen Titans Go. What started me off on it was like this. They changed like what's it called? I don't know what they changed the animation of it for, and it was like super duper 80s, and then you get BER, The Night Begins to Shine. I'm like, what is this? Hold on, I'm volume up. What the fuck am I looking at here? And then of course you get the song which sticks in your goddamn head, you can't get rid of in your head. I'm like, oh my god! If the show was like this, people wouldn't complain. This is awesome. And then they had like 3 of those episodes where they. But yeah, I just have that when it's on. There was another. I'm sure I bring it up while I'm playing the Ninja Turtles game. The newest Nickelodeon one, which I haven't seen, where Michelangelo had, instead of nunchucks, as like a grappling hook. I haven't seen a single episode of that. Maybe I can go back and give that I don't know. I say I do things, but then it's like, I gotta play more. I should be doing that now. I'll certainly be going to that after I'm done here. I don't want to do it here and then not have to like upload or anything like that. But yeah, just kind of go out of your comfort zone, give shit a chance. That's what the whole thing started with. It's like, hey, these like, that's always been the, I said in the very beginning, like the island of misfit LPs. I think it's in general of all things. I'm like, okay, I'm quirky, I'm weird, I'm different. I want to embrace that. I want to see what I'm looking at it because of the shadow. Like, I think he has like a nose or something like that. Hey, RPG Lucaria, welcome. Sorry about it being impromptu. I need to do that. If I'm going to do that, I need to set like a time I'm going to do this. I'm going to set time like, okay, this day, this day, this time. This was like, okay, I gotta do this now, or I'm not gonna be able to do anything today. Because I didn't have anything for like 5, and then I'm like, I'm gonna talk about this. I'm like, okay. I'm just looking over it, I'm just smiling at it, the Lion-O. Look how tiny the sword is. I'm like, if you make it that tiny, you do like thunder, thunder, thunder. And it's like, and then he keeps going. And stabs Patrick Slate's mom right in the head. Ow! So yeah, if they just go a bridge series, I'm all 100% about that. Even if they don't. Is there anything else I really wanted to cover? I think that was it. I just wanted to say something that's a little bit longer than what a regular video would be. Improvised podcast? You don't have any planned time? Yeah, basically. I just really wanted to be like, hey, Thundercats Roar, I liked it, I watched it, I want to talk about it. And then do what I'm doing for, It's an early update video, because I know I'm going to do one for March, and I'm like, I don't want to spend a Saturday doing it if I don't have to. Because that's like the last day of it, so I'm like, okay, I'll just do this. Because I'm going to be all in on the PlayStation 2 stuff, like I said. It's all going to be about that. That might not give me a lot of time. Maybe I don't know if I can do a full RPG in 1 month. Yeah, I've done it before. But yeah, I thought I haven't done this in a year. Maybe once, like I said, I got, my room isn't like a hellscape anymore. I figured out the thing that closed the vents. So I can come in here and do stuff like this again. I haven't like just sat down and just, the only time I do it when I'm like playing games anyway. I'm already like spending like 40, 50 minutes doing that anyhow. That could be a thing too once I move. I played the PS2 Musashi game. I liked it. Yeah. Look forward to doing that again. That's the thing too. Like people like I think that's one of the earlier cases too. Speaking of, they changed it so it's bad. I feel like the second Musashi game got a lot of problems with that. But I can safely say I played that more than once and beat it more than once. So hopefully I don't have to like look back on that and be like, no, I gotta. I felt bad I had to let go of the first one because I'm like, I gotta move on and play other. I gotta move on because I got like other stuff to upload. Because again, I'm in like move mode, so I'm trying to get out as much as I can before that. But yeah, this was totally improvised. I'm like, do I want to? I haven't said anything in a while. I'll have to condense some notes or something like that, or maybe like work with other people so I can like bounce off of again. Because me just sitting there by myself. I used to be good at it, but then again, I wrote stuff down and I wasn't so improv like this. REDUX stories? I think I heard of that before. Do you usually LP games that you have played before, or no? It seems you play a bunch of older titles than all the new releases. If it's not PlayStation 4 more often than not, yeah, that's stuff I've owned. That's like my library I've owned and played of before. Yes. Mostly PlayStation 2 stuff. Like Musashi and the Ninja Turtles I've played both of those. There's some games I haven't played before. Some games I actually did for the first time I went there and thought like, seems easier to do on later consoles or something like that. Just because of how they're put together, and sometimes it works against me in a way because it's like I gotta move on. Like for example, Dragon Quest Builders. Like that took a long time where it's like, okay, I spent 15 minutes scouring. I have like, if I condense like all the dead air, that's only like 15 minutes. That's not an episode. It would have been back in like YouTube's infancy, maybe, yeah, before you were partnered. Actually, back then it was 10 minutes, not 15. And then they changed it after that. Like, oh god, this ain't gonna work at all. And then wait, I could have done this on 10. No way I could have done the 10-minute thing. I'm like, oh gosh. Is it just games you feel like playing again? Yeah, totally. Like I said, I got the PlayStation 2 controller. I'm like, I have this game? What else do I got on here? Let me look over my library. It's because I have them like behind me, like this whole like section of like PlayStation 2. Full of games. I'm like, okay, I did most of this. What else is here? Like, ooh. It's like, I have one of those? Oh god, I have two of those. Oh, I have three of those. And there's like a couple of games I had for the PlayStation 2 I regret getting rid of because I didn't know I was going to be doing this at the time. Like when I did the music video thing, I'm like, oh, I sold that. I could have done that as a fun one-off, just as a joke. It's like, hey, remember 2000, 2001 when Britney Spears was all the rage? I got a PlayStation 2 game based on it. That game was babby easy, though. In comparison to the other games I played. It literally is just like a wheel from what I remember. You just like hit the corresponding button. Like, it's way easy. Can't believe I christened the PlayStation 2 with that. That would have been a water cooler segment for sure. The first PlayStation 2 game I played was Britney Spears. That's your fun fact for today. And then I'm like, okay, what's this next game? Guilty Gear XX or X2. Ooh. Yeah, I got a lot. I bought that. I'm like for the name brand, and then I'm like, ooh, fighting games. Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I think it was the third one I played. So I was like in there. That's a game I regret getting rid of. There's a lot of them I got rid of. I got rid of that. And a couple of other games on franchises. There was like an Inuyasha PlayStation 2 fighting game. I still have the RPG. I'll have to do that someday. There was remember SD Gundam? That got a PlayStation 2 game. I had that. Yeah, that is an Evo. Happy 20th, MVC2. It's Marvel, baby. That shit is old school. What else I got back here? Yeah, mostly stuff I've already done before. And over here is all my PlayStation 3 stuff. Everything that's PlayStation 4, 99% of it is in the machine. It's all like digital. And by last count, it was like 500 games on there. So some of that's just for Digimon. Lucario's my favorite fighting game was Digimon Rumble Arena for the PS2. My main was Renamon or PS1. I have that actually. Make it. Did they do story for something like that? I could do that well. Actually, I have that game. Because I have it in my, back when I didn't take care of, because PlayStation 1 was all, flimsy-ass, the glass case CD, so then a couple of those break, and then I put a bunch of them, in this, this little black thing with, the zipper. And you can put, sleeves for, CDs. That's what my PlayStation 1 collection is. There's Chrono Cross, Gundam Battle Assault 2, Legends games. Yep, there it is. Digimon Rumble Arena. There's my Namco Museums. Oop, I got MVC1. PlayStation version. Actually, I have that on PlayStation 3. I can play that one a little bit better. I have an Atari collection? What's on here? Maybe I can do that. That's probably stuff I did already. There's Alpha 3 when I did that for the World Tour mode. Oh, I have the PlayStation 1 fighting game in Inuyasha. Okay. That's the other thing, too, I regretted. I looked it up, the PlayStation 2 fighting game Inuyasha on Amazon. They want, an insane amount of money for it. Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories. That was a lot of fun to stream. That was a game I can go back and I finally beat that game. There's Puzzle Fighter. A lot of stuff I already have better versions of. Don't know if I can do that one for him. I can do that for shits and giggles. The other side's got Castlevania, Symphony, Threads of Fate, Mega Man Legends. There's Digital Card Battle, Eternalized, did those. Okay. Yeah, so not much in PlayStation 1. I jumped on that, later on. I think PlayStation 2 was, a year or two later. A couple of years later down. And jumped on that, insane amount of games for that. 2 Devil May Cries, 1 and 2. I remember getting. A lot of the WWE games went back then when they were worth getting. I see what the kind of nonsense 2K20 is, and I'm like, no. That would be something. When does like AEW? They just did a thing where they got action figures. Where's their game? When do they get a game? They could get like former like Aki staff and work on something like that. Holy shit! I'll play the hell out of that. I think I still have some play. I still have some of that up there maybe. Ugh. You ever played the Celebrity Deathmatch game? I seen it in stores. I never picked it up. Again, if I was doing this back then, I would have looked at games that was like on sale. That's like, well, even back then I was kind of picky than I am. I was way pickier than I am now. I'm like, this. Yeah, you play games to play games. You didn't do it for like the shits and giggles and stuff like that. Like if I had the mentality now that I did back then, for sure I would have picked that up and would have been like, oh my god. It didn't look good. That was that time when wrestling games were like all the rage. You had like that backyard wrestling games and stuff like that. Like weird wonky controls and just like free roam around and it's like pick up this like broomstick and shove it up a dude's ass or something. Oh no! That whole like arena fighter nonsense, kind of, before it was even called Arena Fighters. Speaking of which, I got that. I gotta do that at some point, maybe the Kill a Kill game, because that was on sale. They don't list all the stuff on PS3. I have to go in and see if any of that is on sale, because somebody tweeted the Suikoden's. I'm not a strategy guy, but a lot of that's like for like, if you're interested in that, I think someone said it was like $1.99 for each game. That has all 4 of them on there. How come Grandia doesn't? I think a lot of stuff I think I even mentioned on my playthroughs of Ninja Turtles and Musashi. Is there a timer down here? I don't know how long I've been going for. So, but yeah, I can open it to a few more questions. What else I got? Just to see Jacksepticeye versus Markiplier. Where do I remember Jacksepticeye from? Toon Disney, I think. Or it was Disney XD, I think, because I watched, because I wanted to check up on the new DuckTales and thought like, ooh, this is kind of neat. That's kind of cool. But yeah, they do a versus game where a lot of they do a shit ton of I forget what I think it's called Player Select or something like that. I think that's what the show called. But it's Disney XD doing highlights of like popular like Let's Players and streamers, and every time like, here's your next player, Jacksepticeye, and he would get like the top of the morning to you. Like every time I think Jacksepticeye, I see that name, I think of that top of the morning to you. And I did like a lot of PC games I seen on that. It's like a lot of it was like Happy Wheels or something, and I'm like, nah. There was like this 3D game where you're like jumping onto like moving trucks and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, maybe this will be good. But yeah, almost every other clip was Jacksepticeye, top of the morning to you. And I seen a couple of Strawberry 17, strawberry spelled with a U. I'm like, oh wow, that's the Yellow Ranger from Hyperforce Power Rangers Hyper RPG. And I see on Twitter she's the Pink Ranger in that, the Ranger Slayer. That's a game I gotta pick up at some point. Like, fighting games are hard to get now because now they just keep adding stuff to it, and I'm not done. Same thing with Street Fighter V. I gotta get fight money to get Seth, and then I can bring that back for like a quick episode or something like that. If only the arcade versions, like when you do arcade and you on like Street Fighter 1, that doesn't give you fight money. The survival does. If that game I would just do that over and over again and be like, hey, here's all this list. Because then you get like a congratulations like ending or something like that. It's like, here's what happened at the end of Street Fighter 1 for this guy. And you get like a nice little art picture. I would have shown that off. But you don't get money for doing it that way. Someday I want to get on that. Who knows? Again, I'm not a person who plans ahead. I plan around when a head hits me in the face. Case in point, wanted to do Dragon Guard a while ago, and then that turned into Final Fantasy 13. And then when I came back, it's like, now I did the rest of the Dragon Guard, and now I look back on that, and I'm like, I didn't do 13-2 or Lightning Returns. I'll have to someday. But yeah, it's hard to keep on DLC. I heard but the Power Rangers thing, I heard they're adding Daishu from Jungle Fury. I'm like, ooh, that's boss. I think one was like Magna Defender. I'm like, also boss. Are we adding a bunch of like second in command or like hench baddies? Cause Ecliptor from space would be cool. Scorpina. Is Goldar in that, or is he only Goldar as like a heavy striker or something? Because I'll put like the Zords in or something like that. I seen a trailer. Speaking of which, I seen a trailer. They're at the juice bar, and it's the Green Ranger debut, and it's like he's in like the green. He has like the green headband, and Jason has like the red headband, and they're fighting in the juice bar. I'm like, oh my god, this is beautiful. So I guess that's like season 2 or whatever they're doing. They've already announced DLC for the new game coming up. What's that new one? Grand Blue. And they're getting an RPG too. I'm looking at these things. I'm like, I want to main. My heart says Charlotta, but I feel like it also says La Diva. Do you 100% games a lot? I try to. I know I spent like a godly amount of time trying to platinum Dragon Quest Heroes 2, but then like to get all the weapons, I found out it was like RNG based, and I already spent like way too many hours. I'm like, I gotta move on. And yeah, I got Onishi Bar. I played like just some games I just played to like completion, like from start to finish, and I'll be like, yeah, okay, and I'll just move on. But yeah, Grand Blue looking good. Oh, Snarf's a robot in that too. I'm looking at I'm sorry, I keep gushing. I keep looking back. They actually like, holy shit, Snarf is useful. He went from like nursemaid to like super like adorable in like the 2000 like remake. He was just like meow. Now he's just like a silent protagonist. He's just like, where did he get that cannon? He's a robot. And then he like helps Lino out by saw what you call it away. I'm like, oh my god. Again, get meta with it, just don't get annoyingly or frustrating meta, where it's like a good chunk of those episodes is just like Ramen just being a screechy mess. I thought you platinum games all the time. Not all the time. I mean, I did like a couple of episodes. I'm like, hey, this is an easy platinum game. Why don't I show it off? And I don't think those got as much views as I would have hoped. So maybe I'll just do that for myself. Or just do like a one-shot thing and be like, okay. Because I did get a couple that were like, okay. I saw a couple that were like that. Again, I'm trying to... It's tough to plan ahead because sometimes things don't go that way, and now you're putting all your eggs in one basket, and now all you have is like a mess on the floor. So I'm like, okay. Like, planning around is easier. That way when things come up, it's like, okay, this happened. Now I have to circumvent. But yeah, I forget where I am. I'm like, if I'm gonna like spend time on like doing like playing and like platinum in my, when I'm not like let's playing stuff, I can go on Twitter. Like, you can go on my Twitter right now and see that what my level is and everything else. I keep that updated. I'm like, okay. I think I'm like level 38 now on PSN. I think I've reached over 100 platinums now. I see people do a lot more because I found out a couple things with that. Like cross-buy. Like, okay, I platinumed this version of this game on the PlayStation 4. I don't know. I think they count for some reason, I think they count the Vita separate. Or no, they count, like, versions of it separate is what they do. Like, if you get this version, sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. Like, you know, like, I have the European version, now I can platinum this. I have the Asian version, I can get a platinum on that. And it's like platinum the same game like 2 or 3 times. Do you have time to play games on your free... Sometimes I do mostly focus on what I'm doing here. As far as, like, channel stuff and everything else. That's a question for you guys, thinking about it, like, now. PlayStation 3 or 4, PlayStation 4 owners out there listening. What was the very first platinum trophy that you got? What was the very first 100%? We'll do it that way too, 100%. It doesn't have to be platinum, because not all games have platinums. We'll say 100% just to keep it fair. My first was the Sega Genesis classics on the PlayStation 3, because a lot of that was like... That seemed pretty easy enough, and you had to do that to, like, unlock a couple of the other games, like the Arcade Altered Boost, which I think I did on the channel. I knew I did Shinobi back in August, Sega August. The Arcade Shinobi game, and... Save state my way through it. Load state, but still. Again, I'll take content over skill any day, which brings me to that thing. Somebody mentioned, like, it was a long time ago, but someone told me I cheated in Urban Rain, because I didn't know by playing on, like, the easiest difficulty, you start with, like, a full bar. I'm like, huh, I always play it on easy, so I never knew, because I'm not a big Tekken guy. But I can look back on that and say, I did that entire Let's Play in the span of a day, because it was like 10 episodes. I think it was like a day or 2 days in a row or something like that, something along those lines. Because there's like 100 missions in that. Every 10 missions, I would be like, see you next time. And so I'm like, okay, I got 2 weeks of this, and I can do whatever the hell I want on the weekend. That was back when I, like, only one upload a day. That's how I used to do it back then. I used to, like, practice the game first. That's why a lot of the early stuff where I had, like, the in-jokes and stuff like that. Now I just off the cuff, and it doesn't always, like... Sometimes I'm on, sometimes I'm not quite so on. On point. And sometimes I have to, like, oop, this took too long, now I have to, like, just trim it down, cut it in half, and condense it. Try to keep things under an hour. Unless that's a finale. Which I guess I also picked up from Casey. I picked a lot of my, Oh, RPGs. Lucario says, Ni no Kuni 2 was the first platinum. I get it. I had no idea they came out with the... That's definitely something I gotta do at some point. Played the absolute hell out of Ni no Kuni 1. I'm sure 2 will be even better. Yeah, like I said, a lot of stuff in the future. Just wish I had a lot of games to LP, less time to do it in. But I'm okay with that. I like having options instead of just like I said, the putting all your eggs in one basket, and it's like, it doesn't work out. And I'm like, now I gotta think of something else. Again, that whole Final Fantasy 13, like, totally on the fly. I'm looking around. I'm like, all right, this. And then I went back and did all of Drakengard after a while, and still have yet to do. Before the move, that's what I was originally going to be this year. I was going to focus on that, because this is, in February, this is year 7 now. So, I started my 7th year doing, just on YouTube, making content and stuff. So, Do I have plans to play the rest of 13? I'm sure after I move I'll get to that, but like I said, I still gotta do all the Fairy Fencer F and do the rest of pardon me. Do the Neptunia series. I'm worried by the time I get back there's gonna be another game that comes out after Super Neptunia RPG that I'm gonna have to pick up. I just know Fairy Fencer F is like, they said it was like off the Neptunia engine, so I thought, it's like a neat little side thing I could have done, but now this has happened, and once again, I've had to plan around. That's why all the PlayStation 2 stuff I'm doing now, so I'm like, okay. Because I haven't had a working controller in a while. The analog and the start and select button, like the face of it wouldn't work, and the square button was like all pushed in after a while. I don't even know how I did that. And then the other one of the shoulder buttons, like, fell completely off. So I gotta be careful where I place my whatchamacallit, because it kept, like, falling off my shelf or something, and I was like, oops, so I had to place that a little bit better so I can't have that again. And I had to spend, for crazy amount of money, like Sony brand, because I knew I wasn't gonna go for cheapies again. Gonna ask about that. I'm impressed you're able to go through all that. Looks like so many games in that series. Yeah, and that's just that's not even counting the Vita stuff, the side non-canon stuff, because there's like a Mega Neptunia, I think Noir got her own game, and it's kind of a pseudo strategy game from what I've understand. And Blonde gets like she's like in a school and you fight zombies. I haven't seen anything of it. And then there's one where the weakest one, where it's like a weird idol master kind of game, and some say that's like the weakest one of the series, but they're all like sort of canon, but not so much. I think those are just like side games that are not canon. Yeah, oh, you're right. The new Neptunia is that's what the next one's gonna be. The retro YouTuber. He's nice. I follow that on Twitter. I don't know who everybody, all the virtual YouTubers is. I only know, Keys and I started that off. Keys nice. Who else? Akai Hato. That's the only other one I recognize. I do follow that whatchamacallit, and I'll see it sometime. I'll see some, like, if I think it's cute or funny on, like, Twitter, I'll, like it and be like, oh, okay, yeah, this is. But yeah, I can't for the life of me figure out how to get the Vita TV working. I know Kana Scott walked me through it. It just doesn't work for me. Otherwise, I would have done those a while ago, because I had a couple. Otherwise, I would have done, like, the remakes of the Neptunia games. Except for the first one. I heard it doesn't work on the Vita TV. There's might be, like, some touch screens or some touch screen option or something like that. And then they made, like, and then I thought the remakes were coming to PlayStation 4. I'm like, nah, I can't wait that long. I get to work on my Vita TV, but with, like, it'll show on the screen, but not my capture screen, so I don't know if it'll work or not, me recording like that. It was either, like, TV... It's one or the other. It would show up on capture, but not on TV, and then I'd pull it off, and then it shows up on the TV, but if I turn the capture off, I just couldn't do it. Just would not work that way. Everything else I got figured out, even my, Raspberry Pi, which I gotta fix at some point. So I can do, like, NES and SNES games again. I have I got that too. But yeah, much to do, not a whole lot of time to myself to do it. That's what my main concern is with, like, the move and everything. What would that change, if anything? Would I be able to do more? Would I be able to do less? Because my work is all the, all my work, for that, I can like afford to be able to like almost every week get that $50 PSN and say like, okay, what's on sale? Well, I'll snatch all this up. E7 and Lunar Silver Star complete. I've seen a couple of E's. I think I have a E's game on PlayStation 4. Forget which one it is. There's two of them there. And then I hear news about the PlayStation 5 coming out like this holiday. I'm like, I'm not ready. I can barely house the 3 PlayStations I have now, 2, 3, and 4. Unless PlayStation 5 is like a turntable where you can play like all sorts of PlayStations in one system. That's what I wanted with the PlayStation 4. I feel like with the new Xbox, I think they mentioned that like you can play like old Xbox and Xbox 360 and I'm like, there you go, they did it, Sony. You ripped off the Wii with the PlayStation Move. Rip them off with the backwards compatibility, please. Oh, Zero asked, favorite LPs you've done so far? Maybe whichever comes to mind. I really enjoyed... what's it called? Battle Princess of Arcadia is my very first like blind LP, like just playing it at face value. I just went off with that. I don't know, I was just firing on all cylinders that day. And just kept like, I did a lot more editing back then too, where I just kept coming into everybody else like everyone's so fucking hype. And I love the older school games where I like get like, I always like the moment where I get like legit excited and just ecstatic, like things of games I've never seen before. Like when I did Kung Fu, I had no idea the bosses regen. I was like, what? Like I get kicked in the face by the boss number 3 and his like health like went up a little bit. I'm like, did I just see that right? See, I did PlayStation for a while, but it'll be good to get back to like older games and talk about like get all nostalgic with them about that. But yeah, PlayStation 5, they gotta. What do you think the price on that's gonna be? I almost didn't get a PlayStation 4 because of. I wanted to wait for the Pro because that would house more games until I figured out you don't have, like, you can buy the games, but as long as you don't download them on your thing, they won't take space. But they'll still be in your library. They do it differently from PlayStation 3. PlayStation 3, you have, like, the list you gotta go down. Blah, 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 blah. Like, where they list, like, all your downloads, not just games. PlayStation 4, they condense that shit and make that easier. I'm like, alright, I'll buy the 500 gig one. Out of the 100 games you platinumed, which one did you have the hardest time with? That's a good one. Wow. Trying to think of which one did I spend the most time on. I know there was a couple where I legitimately thought I wouldn't get, or I missed one. I'm trying to think off the top of my head that the Warriors All-Stars games. I'm like, oh god, which battle did I miss? So I had to like go back and play everything just to make sure. And I'm like, okay, got it. That's the plat. That's the one that comes to mind right now. Where I'm like, oh god, I missed one. What else? I know Ni no Kuni can be like, I platinumed the first PlayStation 3 one, because you gotta fight the whatchamacallit and get the golden. You gotta catch enough critters. Well, that's how it, you'd say you appreciate me playing older games. Well, that's how it was back then. I wanted to do like, okay, at the very beginning, I did X-Men Legends, the first one, because I was like, What has Kuzu and Party have not done on their channel? What are they not covering? What can I cover? What can I do to stand out a little bit back then? Try to find where I'm at there. Now it's just like whatever. And I still kind of stand out with that because I'm still the only person doing, I think, like the Koei Warriors games for better or worse. If only I would have done Ultimate already if that didn't come out. I probably would have started with that first, but then the PlayStation 2 stuff came around. It's like, no, I got to finish this first, like I promised. What's that down there? Ooh. Hey, welcome, Pim Pam. Congrats on 7 years. Speaking of older games, the double... Oh, I talked about that. Yeah, that's, I know I gotta get that. Like I said, I'm usually an on-sale shopper. I usually wait till things, like, go down in price. There were 2 other Kunio-kun games, speaking of which, that went down in price in the Big in Japan sale. That, Kobayashi game and the, remake of that, Muscle Mock Speed or whatever it was. There's, like, they did an update of it. I think that's it. I think it was like $12, $13 or something like that. So I picked that up. I picked up the Kobayashi game. I gotta get, but yeah, the Double Dragon River City Ransom for sure. Yeah, definitely. And the River City Girls too, for that matter, if that ever goes on sale, for sure. Because I heard amazing things about that one. Would love to condense all that. That way I'm not, like, missing out on anything. Everyone plays new and hot things. More genuine LPs that can still enjoy. Yeah, well, back in the day when you first started Let's Plays, it was again that 10-15 minute thing, and I don't know all the rules that. There was like a forum who set like a bunch of rules that's like, don't do RPGs, you only get like 10 minutes. Don't do new games, you can only do them after a 6-month wait period after the game's out, and that later became a 3-month period. That to me, I still hold on to myself. That's why I don't, except that one time I did the demo, because I did do a demo of, Zonky Zero. I think that's also on sale. I don't know if I'm getting that, though. There's other games that are on sale that might catch my, interest first. I gotta look that over. It's like moving around with, like, survival on zombies. I don't think, my worry is I'm gonna get too far in that, and I'm not gonna be able to go back, and I'm just gonna be like, oh no. I gotta do something else while I work my way back here, and it's just like, oh, that's a no. That's a no. Like, I'm still picky. I'm still worried about, like, survival horror games and stuff like that, where it's like you can mess yourself up, get too far, and be like, I can't undo my mistake. No. And that seemed like something with, like, permadeath, or stuff like that, too. That always weirds me out, permadeath. Depends on how they work it over or something like that. Sometimes if I don't know what a game is, I'll look on, like, the trailer, and if the trailer doesn't show gameplay, I'll look on YouTube and be like, this could be interesting. But yeah, I want to get my pie back together so I can do more, older school Nintendo, like Super Nintendo stuff. That's the stuff I grew up with. I guess that's what it is. People, it's what they grew up with and what they remember. Like I said, I've been around for 30 plus years. I've been gaming for as far as I can remember. But I looked at them, but again, back then I was like, what do I like? I like beat 'em ups. I like RPGs. I wonder if there's like a thing you could like look like a ratio of like games, like what genre of, I could probably, like if there's like a thing out there, it's like you've played this much RPGs, this much fighting games, this much beat 'em ups. And those are fun too. I can knock, like the fighting games, I can knock those out. Condense like fit a couple of characters in like one episode, like, because I usually do that for like 40-50 minutes, what you're calling anyway. I'm like, okay, I can do that and just get it done like over the weekend or something like that. I tried to do the thing where I numbered my LPs, but then it kicked my older LPs up in the search thing, and then the other ones were farther down, so I screwed up my own timeline and playlist now. I don't know why that counts as updating it. I thought it was just changing a name. I was like, oh no. So I got to about 25 or 30, and I'm like, wow, that's not even close to where I thought I was before. 25, that was probably 5 years ago or so when I did something like that. Because now I do a lot of one shot, two shots, stuff like that. It's okay, this is an LP. This is an LP. This is a fighting game. It's 4 episodes. This fighting game was 2 episodes. Waka Waku 7. Knocked that out like nothing. Backloggery? Is that what it's called? Backloggery.com. Oh, track your goon collection? That seems for whatchamacallit. I thought that was I thought there'd be a something for YouTubers to look at, for as far as Let's Plays go, Social Blade will come that up. I think I'm I think I checked that out. I think I'm a C something. It's either a C- or a C+, I forget. I'm wow, I'm surprised I got that grade. But yeah, just a lot of going on. Like I say, I know I keep saying it planning around. Just in my experience, it's easier to do that if things go your way, or don't go your way. You're instead of having the one thing it just falls apart and then you're left with nothing. It's okay, this is going. I'm gonna veer this way and look over my list and see what I got. That's why I think it's better to have options. All the games that I own now. It's just okay, this isn't gonna work out right now. What else can I do? Yeah, like I said, I'm still holding on to PlayStation 1. I don't know. My PlayStation 4 alone, like I said, all my digital stuff, there's 500 games on there, and that's just the stuff that's uninstalled. So I'm probably closer to just on that alone, it's probably 550, 600. There's probably 100 PlayStation 2 over there. Maybe not 100, but it's the old video game stand where you just stack them in. It's completely full, and I keep buying stuff and adding to it. PlayStation 3, it's a one part of my shelf. There's PlayStation 4 stuff up there too. I feel I gotta knock off a little bit more of the physical before I can. That might be the only thing that might be the only stuff that actually moves with me. I got stuff I haven't even opened up from the last move that are still sitting here. DVD collection, I don't even have time to sit through and go through anymore because I am doing this now more than I thought I would. This was supposed to be a one that I have more time. I was maybe I can fit in 2 a day. And I stopped for a while, did the streaming thing, thought I could do it that way, and then come back. And I think Twitch got wonky with me. I guess another question is, do you prefer physical or digital? It doesn't really matter to me. I mean, to fit 500, but I can safely say it'd be hard to buy more to fit 500 of the physical PlayStation games I have. If I had that, I told you, it was about 500. No exaggeration either. Rough estimate 500. Because I know I check that all the time. It's what? It's because I look that over sometimes. It's can I download this and start this up? Is this a good time to do this? That's what I was looking for a while. Scrambling for that. It's what can I do for PlayStation 4? And a lot of it was hasn't been 3 months yet. I'll wait. Haven't been a long time enough of a wait. This isn't on sale. This might not be a good time. And with the moving thing, I'm trying to like condense a lot of stuff, try to do a little bit of things, get as much as I can done before that. But yeah, there's still a little bit more of that sale left. I think that ends like, they said the 6th, which is next Friday. That ends. And there's probably going to be stuff on sale for that weekend. I said on Twitter I was really waiting for the, because there's a bunch of PlayStation 3, PSN, Ratchet and Clank games. I own a bunch of those for like PlayStation 2, 3, and 4. A lot of that's like $9.99, except for one game which is like $14.99. I want to wait for those to go on sale. That's what I was holding on to, like a PSN card, and then like the Japan sale happened. It's like, all right, let's see what we got. Ooh. This actually, buying some of these actually fills up another like side list that I have of games I could do one day and just be like, hey, dedicate the rest to this series or something like that. But that's what I mean by like planning around. I'm always looking at, it's like, okay, this is a set of games, this is a set of games, this is a set of games. Where's Orochi 4? I thought it was done. No, they're doing an Ultimate. That's not on sale yet. I'll wait, so I can wait on that. There's other Koei games maybe that are on sale. I thought I'd look at that now. I see they're trying to push 9. I heard not great things about Dynasty Warriors 9. And then I see not great things about 9. I'm like, ugh. I know people who have insane libraries with Steam. That's the whole reason I don't think I ever got into that, because then I would have done stuff on PC, and I don't know how to... That's a different recording thing entirely. Be a whole different beast. Okay. Well, it says there 72 minutes. Alright, I'll just open it to questions. I'll stop at 8. It's almost 4 minutes to 8. I guess I can stop there. Forgot you play Dynasty Warrior games. I can't play them for long. I mean, yeah, different... it doesn't ask a whole lot of you. Some of the games more than others, because it's like... It did start out as like strategy games, like Romance of the Three Kingdoms or something like that, which is more... And a couple of those Dynasty Warriors games, like, have that element. Like, I just want to go around and boot stuff up, me. That's why I thought the Orochi series was like, ooh, this is good. Someone who's never played the Dynasty Warriors and thought it was like that, and then I saw this, like, I think I mentioned this before when I did Double Kings. Another fun fact, when I went in to buy PlayStation 2 games back in the day on GameStop, I got Samurai Warriors for the PlayStation 2, and then I saw, like, over here, I'm like, this is kind of the same way, like, I was thinking, like, maybe I'll get into this. This looks good. It's just running around beating people up. I can get into this. Maybe this could be a thing. But I got Samurai Warriors and Devil Kings, not knowing Devil Kings is just Capcom's answer to the Sengoku series. I thought, like, these are going to seem familiar. And then I look it up and I'm like, he was Nobunaga all the time. And in this one, he sounds like Optimus Primal from Beast Wars. I'm hype. Oh my god, the Yakuza series. You kidding me? That was a thing I was going to ask at some point. Like, I know I got 0. I bought that because I think it was like one of the last things I got from GameStop, because they gave me like that cool little like that thing you flip open and then there was like business cards, because I got that was back when I used to like purchase games that I knew were coming out and would put like $5 on them. I don't. Now all my money goes like into the PlayStation. That collection came out recently. I have the PlayStation 2 version of 1. That's what I was thinking of. I'm like, Do they want Mark Hamill Majima, or do they? Or I'm thinking with PlayStation 4, you gotta play like the newest one because that adds shit to it. You know what I mean? PS4 probably run better too. Thinking about it, I'm like, But yeah, so far I have 0, 1, and I think I have 0, 1, and 2 so far. So yeah, that's a definite someday. Speaking of big series, KZ tomorrow's doing the Kingdom Hearts. I'm looking at. I just noticed my short stack of games over here. I recently got the story so far, which is all the rest of the Kingdom Hearts games. Because that was a Christmas present. Yeah, what's on here? Oh god, 9 of them. Final Mix, Rechain, 358 /2. That's the movie one though. That's not. Oh, that's right. That's not all games. 2 Final Mix, Birth by Sleep Final Mix, which I've never played before and would like to do the first time. I played a lot of these games. Birth by Sleep was a Vita thing. Only I knew about it because of KZ's LP. That's how I found out about it. I'm like, okay, cool. I finally get that story. Coded, which I owned for the handheld and played that. Actually, I don't think I've never played Rechain either, because that was like a late PlayStation 2 game, and I already did Chain for the Game Boy Advance. Dream Drop Distance, that was a Fragmentary Passage and back cover. So 6 games, 3 movies, I think, and then 3. And then that came out with the I gotta get that DLC now, the Remind. Or do I? Is that just like fights or whatever? Is that not gonna matter? See, now I gotta wait again. That's the thing with like newer games or something like that. That's tricky. Because now it's like, let's add shit. Back then it would just like the Final Mix, you would just get the game again. Now it's like, oh, okay. And you just get like the latest one. That's why I didn't get like the older Koei games, because that's how they did it back then. The Samurai Warriors games, I found out, oh, there's another version of this game? Oh, I have to have like the original, so I have to buy like the first game and then like the other game too to add on to the first game? That's weird. And then what? Do I play the old disc? Do I play the new disc? I never got into that witchcraft. That's why I saw Warriors Orochi 3 and then Ultimate came out and I'm like, oh, okay, I can just... It's just a patch now. I'm like, that's way easier. Which I was excited to get about in Street Fighter 5. I was worried I was going to have to pay for that too, and I'm like, no, that was first. Hey, Panda, welcome. So you like Thundercats? Yeah. Oh wow, is it 8 already? Damn. Guys are just coming in. Ugh. But yeah, kind of turned into a Q&A segment. I appreciate you guys coming out. If I gotta set aside, do it again. Maybe I'll do it around the same time. Maybe like when can I do this? The next month. Try and set it aside for like maybe I'll do it over the weekend. Maybe that's how I do it. Instead of just like update videos where I have to talk like 5 or 10 minutes, you can get to some like questions going. I'll try and think of like stuff to talk about, so I can bring back the podcast, the One Player podcast, which I got rid of because me and Vex and Maryland and Dracus, we all got together and talked about wrestling. Now I don't, my portion of talking about, I don't even watch it that much anymore. I'll have it on like in the background while I'm doing the recording stuff. That has taken over a lot of things. Maybe having a live Q&A section of the stream can work with some topics. Sure, yeah. I would love to get feedback. That's why I thought like, maybe I talk about this. Maybe people will. Yeah, I came in to like just talk about how much I like Thundercats, and how much more of it I will watch. Now they get like an audience together and like talk about things. I'm like, I used to do this. I used to do this I used to do that like every week. But then again, that was back when I was doing like 1 upload a day instead of 2. Now didn't give myself time. Maybe I can again. Especially after I move. Maybe I can talk about stuff like that, like what's going on here. Maybe that can be a topic for, but we'll work about that, I can work stuff over for, like, I can do that ahead of time and be like, okay, I have, like, a month to plan what I want to talk about, maybe. Or stuff will come up, stuff will happen, and I'll be like, okay, I can talk about this. Be able to be easier monthly instead of weekly. I will have a whole thing to do instead of just, like, one topic. Because I used to think there wasn't that much going on with me. I didn't think there was... I just wanted to talk about this, but... just the one thing, and then it kind of became its... So yeah, thank you guys for coming out. I enjoyed that. It saves me time to like go back and like upload or for only like 5 or 10 minutes, which always felt like just quick so I can get back to it. Even though this is just me rambling for 81 minutes now. Which I don't do enough of already in my LPs. But yeah, main thing, tomorrow, Ninja Turtles 2003 and Samurai Legend Musashi. Hey, that rhymed. So with that said, take care and thanks for watching.